up, Duke Nation? It's 2015 National Champion Quinn Cook, and we here live at Cameron Indoor Stadium with a special guest on the Brotherhood podcast. We have ACC Player of the Year, 2015 National Champion, number 3rd pick in the NBA Draft, Jahlil Okafor. Welcome to the Brotherhood podcast, my brother.
What up,
How you feeling?
I'm feeling great.
Good.
How are you?
How does it feel to be back in Cameron? How does it feel to be back around, your former coaches and teammates?
Well, it feels awesome. I haven't been back in a couple of years, so getting a chance to see you, see Coach, see all the guys from different generations of the Brotherhood. It's always one of my favorite times of the summer.
Yeah, I feel like every time, we always get together. It's fun, but when we played in the NBA, we always got to hang out, go to dinner, talk, pregame, things like that after the game. But for all of us to be back, where it all started, kind of feels always surreal for me. I think especially for us, since we won, just to see that banner kind of, you know what I'm saying? Like, it kind of puts things in perspective.
Sure,
like when you come into Cameron, and you see that banner, what's your initial reaction and what really goes through your head when you see that banner?
I feel like when I see the banner, it kind of takes me down memory lane. I just think about just our journey to get to that, from the start of the season to me stepping on campus in the summer. Just brings me down memory lane. I start to just think about all the good times we had to get to that point.
Yeah, that's great, bro. That's great. I think for us, always coming back, it really shows we made the right decision coming here. I think that the Duke brand in itself, just college basketball is the biggest. Obviously, it's been that our entire life. But I think that, especially when I was getting recruited and you were getting recruited, it was more than basketball. You know what I'm saying? What really, made the decision easy for you? Because obviously, you committed with Tyus. But, what made it easier for you to make the decision to come to Duke?
There was a few different factors. I think a big one was probably Jabari. He was somebody that I was super close with. He's a year older than I am, and he was here the year before me. And he's somebody that I trust wholeheartedly. So he gave me the rundown on his experience and how he was liking the Duke, and that made me trust everything that I was hearing from the coaches and everything that they were telling me.
Yeah. No, Jabari was special. I think he doesn't get his flowers.
For sure.
Obviously, him only being here a year, doing what he did here, not just individually, but, we were good that year as well. Obviously, we had the tough loss in the first round, so I feel like, Jabari and Rodney Hood don't really get, that love that they deserve, but, Jabari's impact affected, you coming here, which led us, to a championship. So what's you and Jabari's relationship like? How was it, you guys growing up, as kids from Chicago, and you guys going to obviously the same college and then playing the league, being high picks, and now transitioning, overseas. You guys kind of, not live the same life, but your paths have been the same. So, what are your guys' relationship like, and what's been that the key thing that's kept that bond strong?
Yeah, I think our relationship is great. JP, that's my brother. I think the key is we're kind of similar in how we approach life. Like you said, we're similar in kind of our journeys. Him going from Chicago to Duke, being a top pick, we have that in bond. And for me, luckily, he was 1 year older than I was. I was always able to ask him, how was Duke, how was the draft, and I was always able to get stuff from him. And to this day, we're still cool. Our relationship is good.
Nah, dope. You do a great job of, just keeping in touch with people, checking in on people.
You do too. I
appreciate that too.
You do too, 100%.
Let's talk about 2015 a little bit. You're one in a long year here. I think that team was so special. I think it started from day one when you guys walked in to campus and Emil came back and Matt and Marshall, just all of us kind of, meeting together for the first time. But what was the earliest memory of that year when you knew we were special, or we had a shot to win it all?
Probably when you sent me that text when I was still in high school. It was right after you guys had lost to Mercer.
You remember that?
What? Most definitely.
From the locker room.
Most definitely, because we were. I was already committed to Duke at that time, probably for like 5 or 6 months. So I was Duke everything. So
100%.
when that loss happened, everybody was Duke lost. You know what I'm saying? Throwing that shit in my face, and then you text me, and I'll never forget that. You saying next year we're gonna run it back and get this one.
No, 100%, because I really believe that. Like, it's so funny now, like going back, and obviously we have so many like passionate and just loving fans, and I'm always reminded of like what we accomplished, what we did, obviously, but it was so much that led up to that, like little things like that, like because I seen Tyler and Josh like crying, and like, you know, when you hear, bro, like you think you always got another shot. You know what I'm saying? Like, so for example, if you don't have the year you had, if you weren't who you were, if we didn't win, you know, you had another year. Then another year. Then, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously you came here and did what you needed to do. So you only need a couple months.
No.
But like, I always felt like I had another year, you know? And it really hit me like seeing, you know, my two best friends, Tyler and Josh, like, it's over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, for me, it's like, oh, nah, that's really it. That's really it. So I remember texting you. I remember you hit me right away. You know what I'm saying? I think our bond started from there because, like, you know, we was I wouldn't say close, but like we was cool. Like we was really cool when you used to come on campus and stuff. But I think from there, like we was like inseparable. Like
100%.
talking all, you know what I'm saying, a lot, FaceTime and just. So when you got here, it was kind of like, all right, let's roll. You know what I'm saying? Like,
100%.
How was that summer that you remember? Like, how was that summer? You know, being a freshman, you know, here.
The summer was fun to me. Just finally being on campus, being around you guys. I was fortunate to have. I didn't realize how fortunate I was to have guards like you who was willing to push me. You know, after practice, telling me to do extra runs, stuff like that, extra sprints. I think that was able to bring me to another level, stepping right on the campus.
Yeah, I think the one thing I do remember is that, like, I always say this, but like, you guys came in so humble. I really think that, 'cause, I mean, I get praised for being this great leader, but you know what I'm saying, like, it was easy to lead y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys were the best players, like, but you guys could have came in and, oh, nah, this our show. And y'all kind of had some leverage because we just lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know me, I lost twice in the first round. So I just think y'all came in so humble, and just y'all were willing to learn. You guys were very, like, you know, not outspoken, but like you asked a lot. I remember, especially you and Tyus, like y'all asked me a lot of questions. You know what I'm saying? But like me, like I'm a giver, so like I want to give knowledge, I want to help. So like I think that's what helped us kind of, you know, it was an easy blend. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. But like what, like how are you so humble? Like being number one in the country. You know, being dominant, winning gold medals, you know what I'm saying? Going to Whitney Young and doing what you did, like what allowed you to stay so humble at that point?
I feel like just probably credit to my family. To me, just realizing it's just a game of basketball. No matter if I was perceived as talented, I knew it was something that God had given to me, and that was instilled to me from my family. So the way that I am, I have to give that credit to my pops, and my mom was watching over me and the rest of my family.
Rest in peace, moms.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, we always bonded over. You know, it's never easy losing a parent.
For sure.
And so like that was another way we bonded as
100%.
well. So yeah, man, I know you and Tyus, committed together. And obviously the fans want to know like what went into you guys wanting to go to the same college together, and what went into y'all commitment.
We decided we were going to go to the same college when we were freshmen in high school.
Wow.
We were playing USA basketball together.
That's when y'all met?
That was when we got close.
Okay, nice.
Yeah, that was when we formed like a good relationship, and that's when we decided to go to school together. And we started taking all of our visits together, all of our official visits, and ultimately, we chose Duke.
Yeah, it's funny because like it's crazy how social media is. Like everybody has an opinion, everybody has a voice, but I remember when you guys committed, and I was at Tyler's house, and my Twitter is like getting flooded. Like, oh yeah, you definitely ain't playing next year. You better transfer.
Oh my goodness.
And I was like, I was so hyped y'all was coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was the opposite. Like, oh, yes. Like, I finally got a guy I could, you know what I'm saying, that could bring the ball up with me, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I just remember, like, people are always going to try to divide, you know what I'm saying, great things.
100%.
And I think that's another reason why me and Tyus, you know, worked, because we embrace each other, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, I mean, it ended up working. So I'm happy that you guys chose to go to school together, man, for sure.
No doubt, no doubt. That's credit to you, though. Like, you made it very easy for us to come.
Yeah.
Like, you were the senior here. You were a captain, and like, you were an amazing leader. There's a reason that people are saying that, because that's 100% true.
Appreciate it. It was fun.
I appreciate the love, saying that
sure.
we were easy to lead, but you were a great leader, 100%.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. So let's talk a little bit about the season. Like, what was your favorite moment, like, from that season? Obviously, you know, the championship is but was it a practice? Was it a moment in the game? Like, what moment of that 2015 year, like, really sticks out to you?
Basketball on the court.
It could be anything.
Off the court, honestly, just hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
You were my roommate on the road, so we used to have a ball on the road all the time, eating pot bellies.
Yeah, pot bellies, PB&J.
For sure.
We had everything that we eat. If we had dinner at 8 and we set our alarm for 7:30, we had to move it up 15 minutes.
Yep.
Because Jah liked to nap. Jah liked his sleep. You know what I'm saying? But little stuff like that. What else comes to mind, bro? Maybe on the court.
On the court, probably the practices.
Okay.
It was very competitive.
Yeah.
I think I improved the most that summer in practice. Probably the most I've ever improved in like a short period of time. And I think that was just because of the competition. I was playing against Marshall Plumlee, who was like an inch taller than me, also extremely strong, athletic, and older. And he brought the best out of me. Me coming in as a freshman, going against him, a senior, it was a challenge for me. So he definitely elevated my play.
Yeah, I remember how excited you were the first time we played in Cameron. We had an exhibition game, and I remember you like going up into that game is just like, man, I can't wait to play in Cameron. Can't wait to play in Cameron. So like, what was your favorite game that we played in Cameron, and maybe what was your favorite moment as well in Cameron, specifically?
Favorite game? That's tough. Probably the North Carolina game. Yeah, to come back against UNC at home. That was awesome. Our get back against Notre Dame after just losing to them like a week or two prior. That was another good one. I'll probably say one of those two. Those are the first two that come to mind. Yeah. How about you?
From that year, I would say Notre Dame.
Yeah.
I would say Notre Dame. You know, losing how we lost. We should have beat them, you know, there, but played them a week later. And, I mean, we won by like 30, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? CBS game, noon game, I remember that. But, yeah, like, every game kind of felt like it was a North Carolina game. Every, game here felt like, it was, not a national championship game, but it was like a big-time game because obviously, it's just a historic, venue, and the fans, like, even like the games where we had like during Christmas break, like some of the students won't be here, but the fans who probably can't come usually, to games will show up and fill up, with
Those
crazy
too.
Yeah, so it's like that shows the support of Cameron. What about like, was there ever a moment that year where not you wanted to quit, or like what was the toughest moment? Like where like when did like adversity hit for you, where like you had to dig deep and like figure some things out?
It was a couple different times. I think the first like blow I took freshman year was those two back-to-back losses against at NC State and then Miami at home. We were 9-0. I always tell this story. It's so funny to me because we were 9-0 at the time. We had just barely beat Wake Forest. And Coach K was pissed at us, and he kind of told us, like, you guys are about to get your asses kicked. And he showed film and showed everything that we were doing. But Tyus and I were sitting by each other, and we like, Coach tweaking, bro. We're not, who's going to beat us?
Right.
And after that meeting, after Coach is done screaming at us, Tyus and I are going back to East Campus, and we just talking crazy. Like, Coach is tripping. We're not going to lose any games. And we lost the very next two. And after that second game,
back to back.
Back to back. And after we lost that second one against Miami, I remember just sitting in the locker room for for hours, honestly, just sitting in my locker.
Yeah.
I remember the managers kept coming in and out because I think they had to do something.
Yeah.
But that was the first blow that was challenging for me, just realizing that we can lose and to lose 2 back-to-back. It was definitely a wake-up call for me. And then probably twisted my ankle against North Carolina at that home game against UNC.
Because you only missed the Clemson game. Is that the game that you missed?
Yeah, I probably should have missed more, honestly, because I had a pretty high ankle sprain that I dealt with the rest of the season after that. So that was probably the second thing that was challenging for me to deal with.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember one thing I do really remember is how devastated you were when you had to miss that game.
Bro, I cried,
Yes, you were crying. Felt like you let us down. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like for you to care, that much for a regular season game, and like today, you know what I'm saying? No disrespect to, the kids today and like where society is, but like you was guaranteed top 3 pick. You know what I'm saying? Like it was, you could have not milked it, but you could have, got 100%. Like you weren't healthy for the rest of the season.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So for you to kind of battle and like you still practiced on it, you still was getting your work in. You know what I'm saying? Like I seen it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you put your health and you put your future on the line, for us. You know what I'm saying? That goes, a long way. But I do remember like you being devastated.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, it's one game. Like, we got you. And you was hyped, bro. You was turned up on the bench.
Yeah.
You was talking crazy.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Turn us up, man.
Yeah.
So where did that come for you? Like, one thing that I always notice about you is like, and I always preach, especially being here, I always preach communication. Like I always preach, talking. Like, where did that come for you? Like where like you've always been comfortable of, talking and encouraging and just, building people up. You know what I'm saying? I think that's one of your best attributes is how you are as a teammate. You know what I'm saying? Where did that come from?
I think I've been fortunate to be on some really good teams. My high school team was really good. We were really close. And then even AAU, we've always just been close-knit groups where we could talk to each other. And if it was coming from a good place, no matter what it was, it was accepted. So I think just credit to the teams that I was on prior to getting to Duke.
Yeah. All right, so now we're gonna do the speed round.
Okay.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, and I want you to answer as fast as possible. So in our group chat, our 2015 group chat, who talked the most in our group chat? Who was the most active of our group chat?
Q.
Facts. He's not lying. I'm talking all day, man. I'm talking trash. I'm getting it spicy. I'm starting some stuff. I remember I used to tell Grayson and Rasheed, like, man, y'all go at each other today. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like I used to try to, because that's what Tyler and like Seth, that's what they used to do to me. You know what I'm saying? Like Tyler, like, would go in a group chat, like, hey, Quinn, I'm about to kill you today. You know what I'm saying? Seth, like, Q, you ain't scoring today. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my older guys taught me that. So when I became the OG of the group,
You were great at that.
I always wanted to kind of make things competitive, you know?
Yeah, you were great at that. I remember our first practice. I don't know if you remember.
What happened?
It was you, she, maybe Shimmy, Marshall, maybe probably Matt, and it was me, Grayson, Justice, Tyus, and Obi. And I think you hit a 3 to start the scrimmage, or Rasheed hit a 3. One of y'all did, but you said, "Get these little up out of here." And then from there, I was on Grove.
You was on it.
I was on Grove, and we ended up being on that with y'all.
Yeah, y'all was on that.
We went crazy that game.
Y'all was on that. And that's the thing, like, that's the kind of respect, you know what I'm saying? For example, if me and you don't build that relationship, you know what I'm saying, prior, I mean, honestly, like, I wouldn't have said that, but I was trying to challenge y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I wanted to see, like,
Yeah.
what's up with y'all?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not like that, but like, you
For
know,
sure,
like, because we're going to be in them
100%.
battles.
Yeah.
We're going to be in them battles. We're going to be on the road at Wisconsin against a, returning Final Four mob. You know what I'm saying? Against the, preseason player of the year. You know, that's smoke. That's smoke. And then for me, like, we ain't never really do good on the road, like, prior to. You know what I'm saying? Like, my freshman year, Big Ten ACC, we lost to Ohio State big. Like, I've lost on the road. So, like, that Wisconsin game was big. And but it started in there. And it was always respectful. nothing really left. Nothing ever left the
Left
gym.
the court. No,
you know what I'm
never.
saying?
Never
Like,
did.
So
Never did.
stuff like that. What you remember about that Wisconsin game? Because we got that viral moment. I got that pass to you for the dunk. Obviously, Stones was Stones. Justice was dunking.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody was hooping. And, I got the viral clip. Duke is never the underdog.
Yep.
That they play 4 times a year when Duke is the underdog and we always win. I don't even know why they keep doing that. But,
Right.
What you remember about the Wisconsin game, bro?
The first memory that comes to mind with the Wisconsin game is that moment we had after the game when you said Duke is never the underdog, because that kind of stayed with me like the rest of the season, like the type of mode that we were in.
Yeah.
And then just our composure we had throughout the entire game. I don't feel like we ever felt rattled or nervous to be in their gym against a really good team. So those are the 2 things, that I remember.
What teammate was the funniest?
So many funny guys. It got to be between you or Millie.
Millie.
You or Millie. Yeah, it's between you or Millie.
Yeah. Millie was always turned.
Always.
Millie was always turned.
Always, 100%.
Who would you give the ball to down 2 and we needed a bucket? I think that's the obvious answer.
Ty Stones.
Stones. You saying that, you seen him do that, most of your life, right?
For sure.
Yeah, you weren't surprised. I was surprised, bro.
Really?
Yeah, like, not in a bad way. Like, I doubted him, but, like, I don't know, bro. Like, to be a freshman doing the things y'all was doing,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, was remarkable. And y'all acted like it was regular. Like, what y'all was doing wasn't regular, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? But that's the level, though. Like, that's the level that, you know what I'm saying, y'all brought to the team. What's another, game, that you remember, about that 2015 year?
St. John's game was really fun.
Yeah.
To win. Coach K's 1,000.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun. That was a comeback win in Madison Square Garden. That was definitely one of my favorites. The game at Louisville.
Yeah. That was lit.
Yeah, but I'll say St. John's is probably the one.
St. John's was lit. What do you remember most about, preparing for the tournament and when we got to March, like, our bracket and, our matchups and, like, what do you remember most about, because obviously, you wanted to play in the tournament your whole life, right? Like, you wanted, to cut down the nets,
For sure.
Like, what do you remember about, us getting ready for the tournament?
I remember we had just lost to Notre Dame in the ACC tournament. And after that loss, Coach brought us into the locker room, and he wasn't mad. None of us were mad. He had told us that we were going to win the national championship, and he had us envision the scenery once we got back to campus after winning the championship with like the police escort and the parade and everything. Yeah. So he had us doing that after we lost to Notre Dame. Yeah. So when it was time for the tournament, my only thought was national championship. Yeah. I think that's was the thoughts on everybody else too, everybody else's mind.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember this, but I got the credit for this, but it really started with you. We went to the Tower for Selection Sunday, and we obviously ate. We watched, what seed we would be. Yeah. Did the whole thing. Coach talked to us after, and it was a Sunday, and we drew, the 1 seed. Obviously, we're all happy, and I'm driving. I'm taking you back to the dorm, and you was like, bro, like, let's go to the gym. Like, so I'm all right, bet, come on, let's go. So I'm thinking it's gonna be, just me and you, like us two in the car. And you had text your group chat, like, man, everybody come to the gym. And we did 5-on-0. Like, you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
We did 5-on-0. Like, it wasn't like a practice.
For sure.
But like, we talked.
Yeah.
We got like some shots, like some spot shots and, transition shots. And we did 5-on-0 for like 10 minutes. But like, you putting that together, like, you remember that?
I remember it now. I forgot about it. I haven't thought about that.
We did that after Selection Sunday.
I forgot all about that.
Like, what made you, take that initiative? And you a freshman, you know what I'm saying? Like, freshmen don't do that. I was telling Big Cam yesterday when we were hooping, like, don't wait to lead. Like, I use you. Like, Ja used his voice. Ja used his presence. Like, what made you, like, be the leader in that moment?
I'm not even sure. I think I was just thirsty.
Yeah.
I think I was just thirsty to get the tournament started.
That's a hype moment, bro.
Yeah.
Like little stuff like that. Like making the tournament is lit.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Being a number
sure.
one seed is lit. But I like stuff like that. Like obviously people probably don't even know that happened. But yeah, I was big. I mean, we all did that. Another moment for me, bro, like I knew we was gonna win the championship. Honestly, I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. We had many like moments that year, like where like I felt, but I knew we were gonna win it when y'all threw me a surprise party for my birthday at my house.
Oh yeah.
After the first round.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Me and Nolan went to the mall. Y'all already had y'all situations set up. I came back to the crib. Y'all surprised me. I was like, yeah, we about to win this. Like it ain't no. I mean, cause 18, 20-year-olds, they ain't doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, and I done been on 3 teams, prior to that, and we were all close, but not like that. But was that one of the closest teams you ever been on?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
100%. Especially for us to only be together 1 year. I definitely haven't gotten closer with the group than I did with that group in one season.
Yeah. What you remember about the Final Four?
I remember being in Indianapolis, which wasn't too far from Chicago, so I had a lot of people around. I just remember being in that huge arena playing with so much open space, like behind the backboard, and trying to get adjusted to that. We had played in that type of environment a few times, but that joint was huge.
Yeah.
The Michigan State game, obviously the Wisconsin game, but my favorite part was definitely the celebration after on their court, embracing everybody and sharing that moment.
Yeah, I remember, like how locked in we was. You know what I'm saying? Like being in the room, like there's a lot that comes with the Final Four. You know, everybody wants to be around. You know, you got more ticket requests, you get more calls, you get more messages. But I remember how locked in we were. Like, we went to the players' lounge a little bit, like with the team, but we kind of stayed in the room.
For sure.
We was watching hoop. You know what I'm saying? We really was just locked.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we was like, man, we'll worry about the other stuff later. We get these 2 wins. Being in that game against Wisconsin, I think me and you probably had the best seasons that year, being All-Americans, but like we individually didn't have our best games.
Yeah.
But obviously our team, it's a team thing. Like, what do you remember most about the Wisconsin game?
Grayson always stands out. His energy in the game, what he brought. Emil also does, how he changed the game, specifically defensively. Also remember foul trouble, getting foul trouble with me that game, something I always think about. And then Shire being with me on the bench, because he saw that I was frustrated. I remember Shire just talking to me while I was on the bench with foul trouble, just telling me, like, stay locked in, we're going to need you to finish the game. And obviously I had the and one and offensive rebound within like the last minute or 2 minutes. So I always credit that to Shire for making sure that I was staying mentally engaged. But yeah, those are some of the memories.
Those 2 buckets, Tyus' shot put the game away. But for me, just being in the game, like the and one was really, really big, obviously. But when you got the offensive rebound and put back, that's when I kind of was like, all right, we get 2 more stops. I think it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's when, you processing the game, you know what I'm saying, when you win a game. But those two buckets were, just as big. And obviously, Stones, does what Stones does. I remember Justice, flying around the court, Grayson flying around, Matt taking the assignment on Decker, Emil and Marshall taking the assignment, when you got in foul trouble on Kaminsky. Total team effort, right? And all we preached was, 8 is enough. 8 is enough. What was going through your head when you saw that clock, strike 0? Like, what was going through your mind at that point?
Man, I don't even remember exactly what was going through my mind. I know how I felt, though. I just felt on top of the world. Just felt amazing. And I just wanted to hug y'all. Hug my brothers on the court. I remember hugging my dad. Those are something that, you'll never forget.
Nah, for sure. Let's talk a little bit about, post-Duke. Being the number 3 pick, in the draft, going to Philly. What was that like, catching your dream? Being in that green room with your family. Honoring, your beautiful late mom. And, what was that like? What was that feeling like, really getting to your ultimate goal?
It was a surreal feeling. Definitely was a surreal feeling, draft night, knowing that my childhood dream has came true. It was always like a little bittersweet because my mom's not there. So you obviously go through those emotions, but overall, draft day was, it was a beautiful day for myself and my family.
Nah, for sure. I mean, I think you hit the ground running right away. You put the world on notice. Obviously, right away. Like, what you did at Duke wasn't it wasn't a fluke. It wasn't. That's what you've been doing your whole life. What part of Duke, or what did you take from Duke, that got you, ready for that moment, to take over a franchise right away?
I think that we're treated as pros here.
Yes.
I think just trying to be in that environment, that once I got to the pro level, I was able to adjust pretty quickly with the way everything was ran.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I was able to play well my rookie season.
Yeah, I think we played against you. I think it was like your second preseason game was my third, and I remember you asking like what's Bron like?
Yeah.
Like what time does he get to the gym? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Like how does he? I remember coming to your apartment. You know what I'm saying, the night before, and we talked about Bron's routine and regimen for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember texting my brother Norman. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like being your teammate, being in a fight with you is one thing, but like getting removed, you know what I'm saying? I went to Cleveland, you went to Philly, and now I'm watching you from afar.
Yeah.
And you never know, how somebody's really doing unless you're with them every day. But I told Norman, I'm like, oh no, Josh for real. You know what I'm saying? Like Josh ready to really like take that step. You know what I'm saying? Like, how was that? Like just really being a pro, like having, your full day, really nothing to do but practice and like go home and practice, and you know what I'm saying? Like, but you live in the gym. Like what made you, you know what I'm saying, like just turn into that, like just gym rat, that basketball junkie?
Yeah, honestly, probably Coach K. I think after I told him that I was going to enter the draft, like in that same conversation, he kind of told me that now my priority was just to be in the gym and to take care of my body and to take care of my game. So he kind of gave me that blueprint of what to do. And so, I'll give that credit to Coach, actually.
Yeah, what was your favorite moment, your time in the league?
Time in the league?
Yep.
Probably New Orleans.
Yep.
I think New Orleans is where I had the most fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think you gave us 30. You gave my Warriors 30.
That was the last game of the season.
Last game of the season. Yeah, you gave us 30.
You gave me 2 points.
30 ball.
You gave me 2 points.
2?
Yeah.
I did?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
My man, $100,000. Yeah.
I ain't foul you.
Yeah. I said thank you.
I know Draymond was probably mad at me, but Draymond, my bad. You know what I'm saying? It's a brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? I got my man got to get 30.
You looked out.
Yeah, but it was lit though, because I remember just having those moments, because we always had our routine, just whatever team we was on. Like we always met before the game, talked, and some teams like Andre Iguodala used to hate that. Like,
really?
Iggy don't like fraternizing with the. I'm like, bro, it's the last game of the season. Relax, you know what I'm saying? But like we always had to, lock in, and after the game we always switched jerseys. I gave a couple jerseys to your dad, and then the next time we played, you guys, he like brought the jersey, like just, he just do little stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it was really a family, and that's the one thing too about, not to go back, keep going back to college, but like when we won it, like I felt so happy, like for my mom. Your dad, your aunt, your uncle, like all our parents, Tyus' mom, like Justice's family, everybody, like, cause they like, I never seen a family like just like we did everything together. Like when it was game time, like our parents did everything
For
together,
sure.
right?
The
You remember
families
that?
were super close.
Yeah. My mom would like fly out to Chicago and hang out with your family and stuff. So like that helped as well.
100%.
That helped as well. What do you remember about that?
Yeah, I haven't actually thought about that, but we were obviously all close, the guys on the team, but our families were just as close. All of our families had a really special bond, so that was just cool. That was just a really cool year.
Yeah, realizing that, everything in life is a business, politics, but like realizing that the NBA was like was more a business than you probably thought. It affected both of our careers, positively and negatively. Like when did you start to realize that, like, because what you did your rookie year, it's like, come on, like y'all seen when I get the opportunity, y'all seen when I play, what you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, when did you like really see like, you know, it's more than a business. I mean, it's more than a basketball. It's more business in the league.
Yeah, probably pretty early on.
Yeah.
Probably pretty early on. My first 3 years in Philly.
Yeah.
I was seeing the business side of it and how it can affect you positively and negatively.
Yeah. No, for sure. So what was that transition, you know, when you decided to go overseas? What was that transition of, you know, playing in the NBA and then going overseas?
Yeah, I think it was tough. It was a tough transition for sure. I think you're excited about it initially because you're about the opportunity to play basketball and actually get a chance to play.
Yeah.
So I was excited and I enjoyed my time overseas. But I think when you first go, and you're away from your family and you're away from stuff you know, I think there's definitely there's like an adjusting period for sure.
Yeah. Yeah. When you were, you know, well, you still play, but, you know, I know you still keep up, you know, with the Duke teams. And what's some guys that stuck out to you in the last couple years that's played at Duke that, you know, remind you of you, or like, you know what they're going through, you know what I'm saying, being a highly touted guy, like, who's some guys that stick out to you, you know, who's worn a uniform in the last couple years, who remind you of yourself?
You know, the game's so different now, so maybe not so much myself as like skill-wise, but I guess I can just say some guys that I really enjoy that have been here.
Yeah.
Cam, who's there now.
Yep.
He's been awesome, a freaking beast.
Yep.
Paulo was really fun when he was here.
Yep.
Honestly, I keep up with everybody.
Yeah.
My favorite team that wasn't our team after us was probably Zion's team.
Yeah,
and RJ and Cam, they were so good.
It was lit.
Yeah, I definitely thought they were going to win the championship, but that was my favorite team.
Yeah. They done had some great teams. It's like, I've always been like super passionate, obviously, about Duke, but like the older I've gotten, like I'm like getting worse with it. You know, like if we lose, like I'm upset.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Because we know the trash talk is about to happen.
For sure.
I'm getting tagged stuff like, bro, I didn't even play. Like, why are you tagging me that? You know what I'm saying? Like, but like, how has Duke Nation been to you? You know, since you committed, and now you know you just finished your 11th year professional. Like, how has Duke Nation been to you? You know, from the start and into now.
Duke Nation has been awesome. The most recent thing that was pretty cool that I experienced was I just finished playing in Japan, and in one of my games in Tokyo, one of the alumni, they emailed me and told me that there was a big Duke base in Tokyo.
Wow.
So they came to my game in Shibuya, which is the team that's in Tokyo. And they brought, it was like maybe like 50 or 60 Duke fans there, all wearing blue, all wearing Blue Devil stuff. So to be in Japan, to be in Tokyo, and to see so much blue, so many Blue Devils, it felt like I was at home a little bit.
100%.
And I met them after, took a picture with them and everything. That just speaks to Duke Nation.
Yeah,
so
100%. If you had to build a Duke starting five all time, Duke starting five, it could be, you know, not just your best, not just the best five you can put out, or it could be your favorite players, you know, to wear Duke, or like, if you could do a Duke starting five,
that's tough.
Who would be in your starting five?
So like a player for each position type of thing?
Yeah, so you can get you a point guard, shooting guard. You can get 2 point guards. You can get no point guards. You can get a couple centers, and you show love to the bigs.
That's tough. That's so tough. I'm not going to put myself in it, that's for sure. Got to put Kyrie as one. Grant Hill at 3, which is tough because I would want Jabari there, but...
you can't go wrong with either or.
Yeah, for sure. Now I'm about to put Barry there.
Barry at the 3?
Yeah, sorry to the OG. I gotta put Barry. At the 2, probably. Let's go Khan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go him.
Show love to the youngin.
Yeah, he's killing. I put him at
Shout
the 2.
Shout out to Khan.
EB at the 5.
Okay.
I had to put EB, number 1 pick, All-Star. When I'm just missing a 4.
Yep.
JT. Yeah.
I mean,
I still
so you got Kyrie, Khan, Jabari, JT, and EB. Who's your 6th man?
Probably Zion. Yeah.
I mean, player of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
One of the, most memorable seasons. You know what I'm saying? In Duke history.
For sure.
That's a.
And shout out to B.I. because B.I. was
a
so
dog.
cold. Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing about Duke, bro. It's just like so many.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so many. Like it's literally impossible to do a Duke all-time star five. I love to get it spicy. You know what I'm saying? And I just love this question right here. Greatest Duke team ever.
I gotta go us.
Ain't no question.
I gotta go
agree.
my team. Yeah.
I agree. Shout out to 91, 92.
92,
01, 10.
2010. Yeah.
We would have did 2010 dirty though. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nolan, Lance, John. Those my guys. Kyle. They couldn't match up with us, bro.
I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? What you think?
I think no chance.
No chance?
No chance.
Score prediction. Get spicy.
Score prediction. Let's go. Probably be 75, 62.
75, 62.
Yeah. But we
double digits.
Yeah.
Message to 2010. Leave us alone, man. Y'all our OGs. We love y'all. We respect y'all. Y'all made us who we are today.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? But everything gets better with time. You know what I'm saying? We had a better Coach K. You know what I'm saying? You had a 3-time national champion, Coach K.
Yeah.
We had a 4-time. You know what I'm saying? So just leave us alone, 2010. That 01 team was really good, too. Hey, I don't know about them. We might got to leave them alone.
For
Jay
sure.
Will, Boozer,
Yeah.
Battier, Dunleavy.
They had a squad.
Nate.
Yeah.
It was nice. Yeah. Who was one of your favorite players, like Duke players growing up, even before you got here? Who's a player that you remember as a kid or like whenever you were in high school just watching that Duke? Like who's one of those players?
In high school, I remember when I was in high school, I remember being really excited about Austin Rivers being here.
Yeah.
When I was a freshman, he was a senior. He's your class, right?
Yeah.
When I was a freshman in high school, he was a senior. He was the one I was most excited for in high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'd probably say Austin.
Yeah. I say this all the time. I still don't think Austin gets enough credit, bro.
No,
I think him and Kyrie, started, this kind of, new generation.
For sure.
Of like not just one and dones, but just like they just changed the trajectory of Duke to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because like if you look at the 2010 team, like they were old. You know what I'm saying? They were seniors, juniors. Mason was a freshman. Dre was a freshman. Miles was a sophomore. I think Ryan was a freshman. Like, but the guys who were playing, like they were old. But us, like we started, 3 freshmen. And another freshman off the bench, saved the day. You know what I'm saying? So, Kyrie and Austin coming here, led to, Jabari coming, and then you, and then B.I., and then JT, and you know what I'm saying? And obviously the list goes on.
That's real.
Last spicy question. Not even spicy, who's the most underrated Duke player? In your eyes.
Most underrated Duke player? That's a really good question. The first thought was Matt Jones.
Yeah.
I think Matt Jones is like the first thought that came to mind.
Nice. Shout out to Matt. Did everything.
Who you got? That's a good question.
I don't know. That's tough. Whoa. I'm gonna go Tyler Thornton. I'm gonna go chop.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Tyler. He never complained. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He did whatever coach needed him to do. He always sacrificed himself for the team. He had some really, really big moments for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I was here. And he led that foundation. Him and Josh led that foundation, for me being the leader that I was. Without them, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to do what I did that next year for y'all.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Just being so selfless. Like, I've always been an unselfish person. I've always been a great teammate. But, like, Tyler and Josh unlocked that for me. So, I would say Tyler.
That's dope.
Most underrated.
That's dope.
Let's get to some fan questions. From Damien. Which Duke player has impressed you the most since leaving Duke, if you had to pick one?
The Duke player that impressed me the most since leaving was definitely Zion.
Zion.
Yeah, his year here was pretty impressive. Yeah. But we have a lot. But yeah, Zion's number one for me.
From Bentley, your favorite moment from the national title game?
Favorite moment?
Favorite moment.
From the national title game? Probably Tyus' 3. Mm-hmm. So I think at that point we were certain that we were going to be the national champions.
Yep. From Rick, favorite. I know Rick. I follow him on Twitter. Shout out to Rick. Rick's my man. Your favorite memory from 2015, but not counting the national championship?
Basketball game.
Yeah, let's do basketball.
St. John's. Yeah, there's so many that year, but yeah, St. John's.
Okay. From the morning assembly, favorite practice moment from that year, 2015?
Probably the first practice that we talked about when you challenged us right away.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my man right here, Slim. From Dave Bradley himself, the real DHB.
DB.
Ja, I know you're a big dog guy. Can you tell us about your dog?
Oh, I would love to tell you about my dog.
Yeah, because your dog has been the star of K Academy so far. You know what I'm saying? So
heard.
Tell the Brotherhood podcast a little bit about it.
Yeah, I have a new dog. I think some of the Brotherhood knew about my first dog, which was Natty, who was a Rottweiler. Yes. I have a Cane Corso now, also known as an Italian Mastiff. Okay. He's 4 years old. He's 125 pounds, and he's a big baby.
He's a big baby at 125.
Yeah, big baby.
I thought it was a bear when I said it. But I got close. I petted him.
Oh, you did meet him? You did meet him?
Yeah.
He tried to jump on you?
He was chilling.
He was chilling?
Good. I think it was hot. Hot because he was outside.
For sure.
And, your wife was walking your daughter.
Yeah.
And, so I met your beautiful daughter. Congrats on that.
Thank you, brother.
As well.
Thank you.
Man, you grown. Like, you grown.
Crazy.
Like, you still my little brother.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Always.
But, man, I'm proud of you, dog. Like, I'm proud of you.
That.
I'm proud of your maturity. Not to get off, topic. We got 2 more questions, but, I'm just proud of you, bro. Like,
I appreciate that.
You've been through a lot. And just your maturity, bro, is just, I'm just happy for you, bro. Like, I'm really happy. I'm excited. It's more great things coming your way, because you deserve great things, bro. You're just a great person.
For sure. I appreciate it. I appreciate that.
Shout out to your wife. Shout out to your beautiful daughter, and shout out to Droby.
Thank you, bro.
For sure.
Thank you.
For sure.
Appreciate you, dog.
This is from the Devil's Den Pod. You guys had an amazing buy-in with everyone sacrificing for the greater good of the team. What went into our team having such a good buy-in?
I think our team had such a good buy-in because we all wanted to win. We all wanted to win. That was our goal, was to win a national championship. And we had 2 great captains. Shout out to Q and shout out to Millie that was able to help us with that as well. But, I'll say that's why.
This is the last one from Blue Devil Echoes. Jahlil, 2 questions for you. What surprised you most about the basketball culture in Japan? And what was your favorite non-basketball experience while living there?
What surprised me most about the basketball culture in Japan was probably how respectful the fans are. Yeah. Like, even when we're at away games, you're not getting booed. You're not, nice. You know what I'm saying? There's no booing. There's a certain level of respect that they show even the opponent. Like, even for home games for us, our fan is never booing the other crowd. And then the second thing is they don't leave after the game. They do like a ceremony after every game, and the arena is still full.
The fans.
Yeah, the fans are still there. Here in the States, people leave in the 4th quarter, 2-3 minutes left on the clock. 100%. But they're staying after the game to sit there and to honor the crowd, and then we're showing them our appreciation for being there. So those are the 2 things that sticks out to me about the basketball culture that stuck out to me.
Yeah. I want to ask you about the league. Who was your toughest matchup in the league, or like what was your welcome to the NBA moment?
My toughest matchup, I always say, was Joel Embiid, without a doubt. Yeah. I played him the most. I was in Philly for 3 years, so we had a bunch of just good battles in practice. So I would say JoJo for sure, and AD as well. Yeah. AD was always a tough cover for me, for obvious reasons.
Chicago, shout out to Chicago.
Shout out Chicago.
Chi-town. What's next? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's next for Jahlil? Like, where do you see yourself, You know, obviously I know you still want to play.
For sure.
You got a lot left in the tank. But like, what else? You know, what kind of interest do you have? Where do you see yourself? You know, when you retire. You know, different hobbies and different future endeavors that you want to tap into.
Yeah, I've thought about that quite a bit. I like a bunch of different things, like scuba diving and stuff like that. Like I'm certified as a scuba diver, so I enjoy doing that. So I see myself doing that when I'm retired.
Yeah.
Basketball-wise, I definitely still want to be around the game.
Yeah.
I have thought of different ways to be around the game. One thing that I enjoy is like working with bigs, other bigs, young bigs.
Nice.
So every time I come back to Duke and I see the current bigs and get an opportunity to like meet with them and talk with them, I found a lot of enjoyment in that.
Yeah.
So that's another route that I thought about.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, bro, I mean, I just think you got so much knowledge to give. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though you're doing it now, you still have more basketball experience, left, that you have to experience to give, more to the next one. Like I said, I seen Cameron last night, like, we were hooping. And, like, I told him to grab you, like, before this ends. Like, bro, you have a person who did and is still doing what you are trying to do. And he is very successful at it. You know what I'm saying? And you're a giver. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk, but like
100%.
That's the brotherhood to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The brotherhood is. I felt like I hooped with like guys who played in the '90s. Like I felt like I've hooped with. I was on the same team with a Daniel Ewing, with a DeMarcus Nelson, with a Sean Dockery, and now with a Caden Boozer, with just the guys now. Rippy, like I'm talking to Rippy yesterday. I'm like, bro, you look like Ja Morant, like when you jump, bro. Like it's crazy how athletic he is, but like, don't wait, to be a leader. Just because you're a freshman, lead, talk. You know what I'm saying? Like, start now. Like that's what Tyus was doing.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I always go back to y'all because we won.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not to boast or brag about it, but like that was what we were doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the brotherhood to me. Like, what's the brotherhood, to you?
A lot was what you said, just like the special connections with all the Duke players, no matter the year that they were here.
Yeah.
I also feel like I share that same sentiment with some guys, like Elton Brand's another guy that I feel like I was his teammate.
Yeah.
We did play together in Philadelphia, but he's been like a big bro to me since we linked up in Philly, and that's probably largely due to the brotherhood connection. The brotherhood is something that's very special to be a part of, and as you get older, I think you just have a bigger appreciation for it.
Yeah. Last thing I want to share before we go. I don't think I've ever shared this live. Well, I haven't shared this live, but I remember me and you went on vacation to St. Martin, right?
Yeah.
I remember. That's when basically what happened was, y'all, our seasons was over, and I had just signed a deal with New Orleans after being in the G League and going through it. Like you used to come up, you came to a couple of my games in the G League whenever you were in town. But you were so happy for me that I finally, got that deal. So we both went to St. Martin. Had a ball. But I'm telling this story because, like, that vacation was to celebrate, your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, which was very, very appreciative. We had fun, but I remember you were with the Sixers, I was with the Pelicans, right? So I'm gonna be thinking, when we go on our morning run, you gonna have your NBA stuff on. I'm gonna have that's just both of us every morning, all Duke stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just like that's how much Duke means to us. Like, I'm like, bro, it's just something about Duke, bro, just that sticks with us that is super appreciative. You remember that?
Yeah, for sure.
We had we were like, I'm thinking you gonna wear like, Philly, you know what I'm saying, some NBA stuff.
Yeah.
And we just naturally always revert back to Duke.
I've always been duped out, 100%. I got a question for you.
Yeah.
What was your toughest year at Duke?
My toughest year at Duke, I would say my freshman year. I came in, with the, not 100% knee, so I was playing, from behind as soon as I got here. So I wasn't in shape. Like being in shape and being in Duke shape is different, as you know.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if you can play a couple pickup games, you think you're in shape. you can run a little bit, you think you're in shape, but you can't run, that 12-minute run that we were doing. You can't run a 10 ladder like we were doing. You know what I'm saying? You can't, play as hard defensively, picking up and still talking.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I remember Coach always saying, like, when you get tired, the first thing you go is your mind, right?
Yeah.
So, like, missing that whole summer, I was playing from behind. And Coach, every time we would lose, that year, the next practice I'll be the starter, right? I'll be the starter. And he was testing me. But if I showed any weakness, any bad body language, he snatching me. You back on, the white team. If I missed the box out, if I got back door, something like, I'm talking about the smallest thing. But like, and he was just trying to see how I would react. And I never crossed that bridge. You know what I'm saying? So once I crossed that bridge, that next year, I was good. But I always revert to like I saw Grayson Allen. I talked to Coach yesterday for like 20 minutes, and I was telling him, like, I saw Grayson, I saw myself in Grayson, but he just handled it the perfect way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, that's
yeah.
why he was rewarded.
Yeah.
And we were rewarded with a championship, but like, he showed up in the biggest moment. There could have been times, he was out the rotation for a while.
Yeah.
He was, the most, turned on the bench. He was the loudest. He came in, did his work.
Yeah.
He pushed us in practice.
Definitely.
But like, he was happy for us. He was always ready for his opportunity.
Yeah.
And, he had the moments. Against Wake Forest, my senior night, he went crazy.
Yeah.
He had the Michigan State dunk, you know what I'm saying? And then, obviously, in the championship, us being down 9. But, like, Grayson is the epitome of, like, what I always go back to, because I couldn't have did that at that age. You know what I'm saying? So, to answer your question, I would say freshman year, for sure.
Okay.
So, yeah, man, it's been a great job, man. I love you, man.
I love you more, brother. I love you.
Appreciate you, man. I know Duke Nation is happy that you know what I'm saying, still doing well. You back on campus. And they're going to be hearing some great things for you, man. So,
most definitely.
Shout out to the Brotherhood podcast, man. It's Q Cook here with the legend, the great Jahlil Okafor, man.
Love, brother.
Y'all going to enjoy this one, man. We out.
Appreciate it.